Doc from Hypnotic One.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. We got another newbie. We're live on Facebook. Hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us, and go on my YouTube also and go subscribe. It's really fun to see all the videos up there of everybody. I turned this on so I can turn this over here. I have with me Jordon Cavanagh, and Jordon Cavanagh, and he's the owner of the Movement and Mobility Expert. Welcome to the show. You got to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do. Listen up, because a lot of people out there, people are in pain, but you, I think, work different with people, different areas in their lives. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, thank you, Carol, for having me on this afternoon. So I'm a physical therapist, and my practice, the Movement Mobility Expert, is a concierge physical therapy service, and I'm mostly mobile throughout the valley. So there's a couple unique aspects about it. Being mobile, I come to patients, see them in their homes,
and concierge,
and then the concierge aspect of it. So I really focus on giving them a higher level of care and service than a lot of other physical therapy services out there.
Now, right now, with what's going on with COVID, what do you do in this situation since you are mobile? You also said before you came on the show that you have an office that you can visit too. Talk about how you work with people now.
Correct, yeah. So with the whole COVID situation, it's definitely, like everyone, kind of caused me to adapt a little bit. Previously, before all this, I went to patients' homes or offices, so I was mobile, provided treatments that were convenient for them. So wherever, they would like to be treated, and it was easy for them, I would bring the services to them with my treatment table, my portable equipment, and then, whether it was an office or at home. Since the COVID situation, I have offered online through Zoom video sessions, doing assessments and evaluations and treatments, virtually as well.
Now, you're valley-wide?
Correct, yes.
You're valley-wide, it's mobile.
Yep, across the...
And also with what he's doing right now is he's entering everybody in to win a 1-hour assessment. It's a session that you're going to get with him, and it's $150 value, free to you or anyone you know. You also have, I was making your ad, I was kind of putting it together. First of all, I want to talk about your website. Wow, a ton of information about you, because when you're working with someone like you, like an attorney or someone but it's like you really want somebody to understand you and know you, because you're really working on their body, and when they're in pain or hurting, they're like afraid, and they want to be able to trust you. Is that correct?
Correct, yeah. So anytime anyone's they're in pain, like you said, and so I wanted to provide that information so people get to know me a little bit, build a little bit of trust, let them know who I am, my values, and what's important to me in providing these high level of services. And
you believe in yourself so much and what you do,
correct,
that you got a money-back guarantee.
I do.
Tell them all about that.
Up to the first 2 sessions, I offer a money-back guarantee. So if you're not happy with the services that I provide, that's money-back.
Within 2 sessions, you're going to know and feel better. Some of the things that you help people with are what?
So I have experience, a pretty broad experience, treating many different conditions, orthopedically, all surgeries, major surgeries, hip replacements, knee replacements, back surgeries, just general strengthening conditioning for back pain, chronic aches, and
Does a person, when they call you, need to have a doctor's referral?
They don't. So a unique aspect of my practice is, to see me, you don't need a referral. So the state of Arizona is a direct access state, so you can come directly to me. And so I do have patients who they want their services be covered by insurances. I don't directly bill insurances as part of my concierge practice, but they can self-submit claims. And so pending, each insurance is different, and there's a million of them out there. Their insurance might require that in order for them to self-submit and for it to get approved by their insurance. But to actually see me to provide treatment, it's not required.
So he's valley-wide, he's mobile. He will come to you, and right now, even if you're not comfortable with that, he can work with you virtually. Correct. Through Zoom and all of that people are doing it. That's a wonderful thing. That's the one thing that has happened out of all of this. It's really opened up business in a different way.
It's definitely made people look at their businesses differently and adapt and be a little bit more efficient, but also offer services in a different...
Thinking outside of the box, and we have to think that way, right?
Correct, yeah.
Especially when it comes to your body. and having somebody come and help you fix it too.
Being open-minded with the treatments and finding the correct treatment for the person and for them. So
now his website is tmmephysio.com. That's for the movement and mobility expert. So that's what tmmephysio.com. You can also call him direct. That phone number is 559-471-9972. He's got a money-back guarantee. The first 2 sessions, you will know. If you're not happy, you get your money back. But he knows you're going to be happy.
Yep,
He'd never do it.
Yep, I do well.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's got everybody entered in to win, and we're going to leave our lines open for the rest of the show. For everybody get, to call in for any of the things that we've been giving away today. But right now, we've got the $150 value of a 1-hour session. It's an assessment that you're going to get. You also do free phone conversations with people, you said, little conversations with them. And our number here to get entered in to win is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. So I want to talk a bit about you.
Yeah.
The conditions that you're treated. You mentioned, for instance, knee replacements and hip, shoulders. A lot of people have shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
Let's say they didn't have surgery and they wanted to tap because they have a sciatic nerve or something like that. What are some of the other things that you help people with that may not think about that you help them?
So one of the big ones is patients I see who have vertigo, and a lot of times I see patients quite a while after they initially had their symptoms, and they went to different doctors and they weren't properly diagnosed, and but they have this condition that can be debilitating at times, where they get up out of bed or they're trying to move and they have this dizziness.
It's crazy. My father had that.
Yeah, and so it's one thing that I feel quite comfortable in treating and helping patients understand what it is and what their problems are really coming from, because there's a lot of complex systems that can be at play when it comes to balance and dizziness, and so finding the actual underlying cause and the source of the vertigo is one thing that I really enjoy treating, and it's a really unique.
People don't realize that that's what that is, and I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes I thought it was something inner ear or whatever, but it could be something. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, that's one form. It's called BPPV for short, but it stems from the inner ear.
Right. It's not fun, and when you're dealing with mobility issues. And we talked about the back. It could be your back. It's when you cannot be with your children and you cannot do the things that you love doing. You don't have to live like that, and that's what your website is kind of all about and says. Go ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one thing that's really important to me is not just treating the pain, but helping people do the things that are important to them, because that's ultimately what we all seek and we want. So whether it's back pain or knee pain that's keeping you from playing golf or playing with the grandkids or going on a hike, those are the things that are important. And so I want to help find the underlying cause of the pain and the problem to help get my patients back to those things that are important to them and the things that they love to do.
And there's so many people out there that are in pain today. Of course, a lot of people that played sports and all sorts of things. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, I want to talk further. What I really want to talk about is your concierge service, because that's really different. Also, which makes him mobile, which is also really different. Not everybody does that. Again, you can check him out on his website. It is tmmephysio.com. That's for the movement and mobility expert. You can call him direct at 559-471-9972. We've got our lines open here for everybody to get entered in to win. It's a $150 value 1-hour session with him. It's a assessment that you're going to get as well, and he has a money back guarantee. The first 2 sessions, if you're not happy, you get your money back. He would never do it unless he knew that you're going to love it. We're going to leave our lines open here for everyone to call in and get entered in to win. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Whether it's the rocking chair or for this, right now, the $150 value of the 1-hour free session, call here, 602-277-5369. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to keep on live here a little bit.
How long is the break?
We're leaving now. I mean, it's about 3 minutes. Free?
We'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna stay live on Facebook while we're talking, cause
Okay.
this is my thing while I do now.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why is because a lot of people are liking that behind the scenes stuff, and so we're kinda talking now about you still.
Yeah.
And so, what I wanna talk about too when we come back is sort of what it looks like when they work with you.
Yeah.
And what your session looks like and feels like. You know, again, here's the other thing about when somebody has come on the first time, they always say the same thing. I like the second one a little bit better because I knew what to expect. They always usually say that. And what I'm gonna say about you, what you could do that is different than this is just about you, but more about, talking more about, surgery and what happens after surgery and what they need to do and how long after surgery they need to do it, how long they're gonna work with you and what you can do with them. What are the plans that you do, you see?
Okay.
So, right now, it's really all about you.
So going in more
whereas you
depth
can-
into the treatments and what they can
Exactly,
expect from.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. So. There, you like it?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
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 You're
Kind of
doing-
just roll with it.
You're doing
Thank
good.
you, thank you.
Everybody's doing good. This is a fun show.
It's different, yeah.
And that's another thing, every show is different on my end too, you
Well,
know?
sure.
You know, even for me, sometimes they're great shows.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're good shows, sometimes they're not, you know, I never know. Every
Yeah.
day is different.
Every Friday, right, you said your shows?
I am on every day now.
Oh, every day now?
Yeah, I'm on every day.
The
I used to
contact you
be-
must have with all the people you do this with must be from.
Have you ever gone on the website to see all the people? Cause you'll be listed too eventually, I just can't get there yet, but,
Mhm.
when you go on and you look at it, you go to previous guests, which is Networking Arizona Radio, it's networkingarizona.net is my website. And if you go there and go to previous guests, it's about 1.5 miles long.
Really? Well,
And I love it that way, because I mean, other people say, well, why don't you put it this way or that way, and I just love it because it's done alphabetically and networkingarizona.net. And it's fun because, you know, it's just amazing. It is amazing that there is that many people. There's your ad. Oh, man, you just missed it.
Yeah, got the end of it.
Do we really?
Yeah, just missed it.
All it,
That's okay. Oh, we
How do
have
the
a
ads
copy
work?
of it, so it's great.
it was there, the last.
Yeah, but it's so fun to hear it online.
Yeah.
How do
No,
the
I
ads
mean,
work,
really.
Carol?
Hmm?
How do the ads work?
Oh, let me finish the show and I'll tell you, because I don't have enough time right now.
That,
My fault.
that's okay. Do they know, is there a list of what times they're gonna come on, or is it just spontaneous?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Is there a list of when they're coming on, how, what times, or are they
They
just
have
spontaneous?
them, but they're on my show.
Well, no, but are they spontaneously? Oh, they're on your show,
Only-
okay.
Right, and I'll tell you about all sorts of things that we're doing afterwards, but right now I don't have time, but yours that you got from me,
Right.
all are through my show.
Got it.
And I'll tell you about other things in a minute, okay? Welcome back, everyone. We are talking with Jordon Cavanagh, and he is the movement and mobility expert. And we are talking a little bit about what he does. He's a concierge. Well, what you call yourself, physical therapist.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're different because you're not only are you a concierge, but you're also mobile.
Correct, yes.
And before the break, I was talking to you a little bit about the possibility of talking about your what concierge really means on that.
Yeah.
Can they call you anytime?
They can actually. So all my patients have my phone number, my email, and they can contact me. I tell them to contact me anytime with any questions, concerns, or problems, or anything that comes up that they want to discuss.
The back always goes out the worst time? On the weekends when you can't get to somebody, right?
It does. So usually I can get people scheduled within 24 hours if they if they need the services quickly.
Now, we've got our lines open here for everybody to get entered in to win. This is the 1 hour assessment. You can call for any of the things that we're giving away today right now. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You do free phone assessments. You're mobile, you come to them, you're valley-wide, and your money-back guarantee. I want to talk about that again real quickly because, we have a lot of people that might have just tuned in. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's, the money-back guarantee is a unique, I wanted to provide a way to help people feel more secure and safe and realize that, to try services and see the difference of the concierge model. And it really is a whole different, world of physical therapy when you have a therapist who can spend a full hour of treatment one-on-one with you, and then also be available really anytime you need.
There's
for
nothing like
questions.
it.
So,
I don't know. I've never heard of it before.
yeah,
It's really very unique. But what I love about it too is that when you talk about one-on-one, you are coming to them, you are giving your full attention to them
Correct.
completely in their home, in their office if they had to, or wherever.
Definitely, yeah. So I treat them wherever is the most convenient. So my patients, at homes typically, but with offices as things get go rolling again, is a great place if it's a convenient location.
Right, now you can call him direct. His phone number is 559-471-9972. And we've got our lines open here for everybody to get entered in to win this session. It's a 1 hour assessment, and the session that comes with that assessment. The number to call here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And we also want to mention again too that with him, because of in Arizona, you don't need a doctor's referral. And the other thing that you also mentioned is that, a lot of people talk about, money, but now they've even figured out a way around this now, because they can actually put in their own claim, is what you're saying.
Correct.
How do you give them the claim papers and stuff like that?
So I still
Explain it, Lucy.
Yeah. So like any medical practice, I do documentation, and then most insurances use standardized billing codes. So I can provide my patients after the treatments with the treatment notes and then the billing codes that would have been used if I was submitting the claim for the treatments that they received, and they submit the claim themselves.
So you see how everybody has gotten around all of this stuff, because we all have figured we needed to do that.
Correct.
So it's made it much easier for everyone, and so it will go, eventually you get paid back for what you had
Exactly.
to do.
The patients they pay up front initially, but then if their policy allows it and it covers it,
Pay
then they
now,
get
pay later,
reimbursed
no
later.
different, right?
Exactly. so.
Awesome. Okay, again, you can call in here, get entered in to win. It's a 1 hour assessment. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The website is TMMEphysio.com, which is the movement and mobility expert. Okay, a session. What's it look like? You come driving up, you got your stuff, you bring it out, what happens?
Correct. Yeah. So if the treatment's going to be at home, I arrive, pull out. I bring a treatment table if needed, portable table, and then all the portable equipment that I think that we'll need. And the big thing behind the way that I like to treat is I like patients to be able to carry forward, because a lot of times going to therapy, and then when you're done with therapy, if you are using fancy equipment that you can't utilize at home, then when you're done going, you can't
It's
continue.
the worst.
So I
You
like
forget what they did.
Correct. I like my patients to have an understanding of how to manage it long term. So it's all things that are easy to portable and that they can utilize in their home to continue to manage the symptoms and the problems as I'm treating them and as they're working with me, but then also beyond that.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you is, let's say you have something that you use, they can get that as well from you. Am I hearing that correctly?
Correct. Yeah. So most of it's done with small weights, elastic bands, or even body weight exercises, things that can be replicated in the home pretty
Right.
easily. So.
Right. When you're working with people and they're at home, what's a story that you could say that for everybody that you have had where people say I came in and you helped them with something that they, like a hip replacement or a knee, something that you've done?
Yeah. So I was recently working with this woman who she was a runner. She'd been a while since she'd ran, and
I hear
she
that's
was-
the worst thing really for you.
Yeah, but she was wanting to get back into running, and her knee started bothering her, and it got to where she'd go out and run a mile, and then she couldn't continue, and so it was really impacting her ability to get out and stay active and do the sport that she loved. So I went to her home, showed her a couple exercises that I thought, based on a brief functional assessment, where I thought some muscle imbalances were and some weaknesses were. We did some exercises that kind of counterbalanced that, and then within a couple weeks, she was back out running several miles at a
I think
time.
that's the other thing that people want to know too. You just mentioned something,
Right.
which is how long.
How-
You know,
yeah.
because they think, oh, I'm going to have to keep on going, and they draw it out, and they
Yeah.
longer.
So to me, teaching and educating is a big important concept to me, and so everybody's different, but typically within a month or two, we can make some pretty significant improvements.
How many times a week do they have to come, or is it what they're,
Yeah.
what they want to do, or how do you work?
Exactly. So everyone's, again, they're a little different, but all my sessions, since I'm one-on-one in an hour, we can cover a lot more in a session than a lot of the other clinics that some of the listeners might have been to before and gone to before, where they're going 2-3 times a week. When I come and see you and it's in your home, and typically it's once a week or so, or even once every other week, as we kind of get into the program, where we can space it out. And then I'm here and I'm a guide for, I want to be the guide for my patients and help them, and they check in, we do a follow-up after a week or so, and then see where we left off and how we can progress it, but really kind of putting the ball on their court, so to speak, so that way they can help manage their condition themselves.
And
So-
you don't need a doctor's referral. He is got a money-back guarantee. After the first 2 sessions, if you're not happy, he's going to give you the money back. But you know what? He would never say that unless he knew that what he does works.
Right.
And that's really awesome. He is mobile, so he comes to you. It's a concierge service. So it's an awesome thing, because anytime that you need that situation, you can call him up, and he can make an appointment within
I'm
24 hours.
Available to help you.
Again, that number to call him direct, it's 559-471-9972. Question to ask you, let's say somebody's having surgery right now, they know they're gonna be having it,
Yeah.
and they're listening to this thinking, you know what, I might need that afterwards or whatever. How long after the surgery do you usually come in and step in to help?
So typically, therapy after surgeries, most major orthopedic surgeries, is initiated pretty quickly, usually within the first couple days up to the first week after a surgery. So having it at least scheduled or talking to me before, we can do a free phone consultation, discuss when the surgery's coming up, and a good starting point based
I
on.
would think the sooner the better. The more you're moving,
Correct.
the better it is.
Correct,
You're
yeah.
the movement and mobility expert. You tell them.
Correct. Yeah. So I feel like I have a great background and a good understanding, and really helping my patients understand how to move and how to function to enjoy their lives that they want to live.
And you know what? So many people out there suffer. They think they have to. They're taking pills because they think that this is that this is life. This is what it's going to be, and they don't have to.
They don't have to, no. So movement is medicine, and so but the proper movement. So it's doing the proper exercises and the proper strengthening and stretching activities to keep your body balanced and to keep it healthy and moving the way that it's designed to move.
Again, he is valley-wide. He's mobile, so he comes to you right now if you need to, and he can talk to you over the phone. He can also do this over Skype, not
Right,
Skype, it
the
was
Zoom,
Zoom.
the Zoom,
That's
yeah,
right,
Zoom.
Zoom. And again, he's got that money-back guarantee, because he knows that within 2 sessions, if you don't like it, you can get your money back, but he knows you're going to absolutely love it. You can also put in your own insurance papers, so you get that money back eventually as well. And again, you can check him out on his website. It is tmmephysio.com. That is for the movement and mobility expert. So tmmephysio.com. Keep on calling for the next 5 minutes here for anything that you want to call in for. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This is the movement and mobility expert. It's tmmephysio.com. You can also call him direct. That number is 559-471-9972. It's Happy Friday, everybody, to everyone out there. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know. That's what networking is all about. Tell them about it. Call in here, get entered in to win, whichever you want. Our number here, 602-277-5369.
That's good.
All right.